play and call it work.
Hey everybody, our Indiegogo fundraising campaign for our new RPG show, Blue Collar Heresy, is live until the end of November. Go check it out at miniwargaming.com/blue and help us make it a reality.
Hey everybody, Matthew and Dave here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to week 7 and
lucky
finale?
number 7?
The finale. Of
You're asking me this. You're not even telling me.
Well, it's because you could make
Depends on my choices?
Yeah,
Is that
it
right?
depends on your choices. This is not a test, narrative / RPG / whatever campaign. I say it's the finale. Normally, as a games master, I wouldn't say that because you don't want to kind of force a story to a conclusion. You want to let it get to a conclusion. So if it takes a couple extra episodes, you do that. But because we're recording this and there's the time constraints of getting things done, there is a bit of a story arc, and so this should theoretically be the finale. For better or for worse, it doesn't mean that you'll come. This is where basically the paths diverge, and you succeed or you fail at this entire thing.
Is that not like every mission?
No, because like a couple people die, whatever, you still kind of move forward.
Whatever. I miss Jerry.
Yeah, I know, me too. But and Roy too. Kenny's kind of gone nuts, but now he's really awesome.
Yeah.
But it's more like I always try to set up the scenario so even if you lose them, like there's some negative consequence, but the story carries forward, right? So that's important. Otherwise, you could hit a dead end in a story. You don't want that to happen if you're making your own narrative campaigns. Make sure, and I've made this mistake before, that a mission does not have to succeed in order for the story to go forward. Like you'll notice in the world engine that I had like, okay, we're gonna do the mission where you're starting your beachhead. Oh, you failed. Oh, okay. So what's next? Instead, then Storms of Ixio is the next one. And the story, before we even hit the first battle report, they form a beachhead and they start advancing. Now we're going to tell this battle report right here. And no matter what happens there, we've got these other armies advancing. We can tell it. So yeah, that's this little GM tip right there. Make sure that whatever happens in your scenario, the story can go forward. So anyways, having said that, we are drawing to a close. As you probably know, and it should already be out, we have an Indiegogo campaign going right now for our new RPG show, Blue Collar Heresy, which I'm really excited for. We had a discussion last week, and I haven't read your comments yet because that episode doesn't go up for a couple more days for us because we're in the past right now and you're in the future. So I will have read those comments and responded to a bunch of them. But the question was, how should we proceed now that we'll be finishing this season of This Is Not a Test? Because this one has gone up completely for free. Joey from World End Publishing did not pay us to do this. We are actually starting to do that where game creators can pay us to cover their game. That way we can cover a lot more smaller games because right now it's hard. And we didn't put this in the vault. So we get a tiny bit of YouTube advertising revenue, and let me just emphasize tiny. And there's no way we even made a small portion of the money back from what it cost us to make this. And so, but we just wanted to do it and put it out there. So what should we do? Like obviously there's the idea to do an Indiegogo campaign to do another season of it, but we're doing an Indiegogo campaign right now for other RPG shows, so you don't want to do tons of Indiegogo campaigns. Do we just do another season and put free vault, or do we just kind of leave it at that and call it just a fun success and a way for us to unwind and then move towards something else? What do you think? What would you be willing to support in order to see more of This Is Not a Test or more campaigns like this? It really comes down to what you're willing to do. One thing you could do is if you're not a Vault member, you can go into the comments and leave a comment saying, I would become a Vault member to watch another one of these. And then you can thumb up, if somebody's already put that comment, then just like that comment if you're not a Vault member. If you're already a Vault member, well then you'd get it. So I'm not saying it's not worth it just there, but we need to know exactly how we can move forward. But I want to stop there. I don't want to ramble on too long. That's already a pretty long intro before we get into it. But it is something that we're just experimenting with. We want to know what kind of support we can get in order to go forward with this, because I just want to emphasize this has cost us thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to make this. And some people seem to doubt when I say that, but if I broke it down to you, the models and the terrain, our time, it is expensive to make. And we'll have basically made no money from this. And when I tell you to use that coupon code, the MWGTNT 2017, we don't get anything from that. There's no affiliate commissions or anything. We're just trying to help out Worlds End Publishing, see how well we can do with that, and we'll go from there. So let us know your ideas, comments below. Enough of that. Let's get back into the campaign. So Aftermath, you just went in to this little kind of town right outside of the park when you came out of those tunnels, and you fought a bunch of mutants, and you released a devil claw to fight the mutants. Yeah, we're trying to, I'm doing a recap here because it's been a little while since we played. You released a devil claw into their midst, and it didn't kill very many, but it did draw a lot of fire before it went down.
Killed one guy, I think.
And Beverly got stuck in his power armor, and he finally got released, and he put one missile and took out 3 guys, which was superbly awesome.
That was awesome.
I love, he's basically doing by the dice exactly what we intended, which is that he's this
Failing.
like he's
accidental awesome.
He's unlucky, and then he shows you why he brags all the time. So now he's got a little more fuel to brag for the next few weeks.
Right.
You remember that time when I blew up 3 guys with 1 missile? You guys need me. And then he locks himself in his power armor.
And he pees in his shoes.
And he fills up his shoes, which are still filled right now because he hasn't had a chance to take them off and empty them out because we're right after that. And that big old Mondo, the huge mutant, came out with that minigun and basically just dropped him to the ground, and everybody jumped on top of him. And he was like, tick, and just took him out.
Actually, Kenny took him out.
He finished him off, but there was like 6 people on him, so
yeah,
it was a group effort.
Yeah, definitely.
That was awesome.
That was pretty cool.
That was great. And so that has just all finished. So that is where we're at. So you just beat this guy up, you're getting up, you're kind of dressing your wounds. I don't think anybody was taken out, right? There wasn't any injury checks afterwards? I know that Kenny still has this gaping wound, but no, everybody else is good. And you upgraded, like almost everybody upgraded.
Yeah.
So that was pretty awesome. So as you get up, off in the distance you can hear, now it's a fading sound. That truck that left is pretty far away.
So Charles is going to go up to one of the cars.
Start looking at it?
Try to look at it, see if he can start it.
Okay, anything but a fumble. Good. First roll of the day was not a fumble, so he's able to get one of the cars started.
Okay.
As you look around, you do notice that one of the guys that were in those heavier armor, he's still alive. He's just kind of like, he's sitting there moaning from the explosion from the missile that was fired by Beverly. So he's still alive. The other ones are all dead, but he's still alive.
Okay, Betty goes up to him.
Okay.
All right.
Mercy kill?
All right, soldier. I'm inclined to mercy kill you, but...
She's coming down right now, because remember she...
Oh, right, yeah.
In fact, she's still...
In fact, okay, maybe she can't do that.
Yeah, she can't really do that right now, because she's still in her crazed form.
Okay, so who would do it then? No one. Okay, so Richard. Yeah, Richard's going to go up to him.
Are you with these guys because you want to be, or because you had to be?
He's just moaning. He's like, "We are the future. You don't know what you're preventing. We will perfect mankind." And all of a sudden you see him go, and he bites down on something, and then also he starts to shake, and this foam comes out of his mouth. And then he dies.
Okay, forget it.
Searches his body.
Well, he's got his laser rifle.
Okay.
And the other guy has his laser rifle, and there's 2 suits of combat armor that are regular people size. And laser rifles, you don't know if they got banged up or not, so Charles can take a look at them.
All right, he'll take a look at him.
So we might as well just roll both the rolls at the same time, one for each of them. Just an intelligence check. Good and good. Both laser rifles are in working order.
Then they shall be given to... Are they relics?
They are relics, so they malfunction.
Okay.
But they're basically, laser rifles have the same stats as a regular rifle, but whenever you roll to hit, you get to roll 2 dice and pick your best one. But if you roll a double, then it jams, which is the same chances of jamming when.
Willis goes up to that big brute and he picks up his minigun.
Yep, the minigun is there, and it has 2d6 plus 3 shots left. Here, I've got another d6 here.
2d6 plus 3.
So it still has 12 shots left.
Okay.
That sounds like a lot, but you can do up to 6 shots per turn.
Okay, jeez.
So it's low on ammunition.
2d6 plus 3. 9! He's low on it.
It's pretty low on ammunition.
What if I rolled like 2?
Then
like
he'd be pretty much out. Yeah, you'd get like 1 round of shooting with it.
Okay, so he's got 12 shots.
So you're just putting it in your inventory, or are you gonna...
For now, then I'll decide it after and then we can pause that because it'll take me a minute to figure
Okay.
out.
So there's also 2 sets of combat armor on the guys if you're willing to peel it off dead bodies.
Yes.
So who would you like to give the combat armor to? Combat armor basically gives you +1 in melee and +2 at ranged, but it does slow you down.
Okay, what does Charles have? He has light. No, he has combat armor already.
Yeah, he's wearing combat armor.
Okay, so Betty.
That's why.
She has riot armor.
Well, hold on, yeah, so he should be slowed down. His movement of 8. Hold on, let me double check. I think combat armor slows you down. Where are you, armor? There we are. Combat armor, -1 to movement, so he should be movement 7. So you can just put in brackets 7. The combat armor slows him down a bit.
Darn, I
They
should.
only move 7 instead of 8.
I shouldn't have pointed that out.
So who else? Betty could put on the combat armor. She's only got riot. Willis could wear combat armor. It'll slow them down though.
They don't move very far.
Beverly already has power armor. The kid could not wear it. Madeline could wear it. Yeah, so you have a few options. Jokebot obviously couldn't. So Madeline,
Yeah,
Betty.
Madeline will for sure.
So combat armor. So right now she has riot armor. So basically give her an extra +1 at range. So she'll be defense 7 and melee and defense 8 at range. But sure, her movement 8 or her movement 6 will go down to 5.
It's +1, +2, right?
Yes, it's +1, +2.
Okay.
+1 melee, +2 ranged. So her defense is 7 at melee and 8 at ranged. So you can just do /8.
All right.
And you have 1, and then her move goes down to 5. So you can put
5.
brackets 5.
Bracket.
Yeah.
She doesn't move anyway. So.
No, she's a sniper, so it's handy.
The kid can't like
No,
rip off some
no,
stuff. And
sorry, he's too small.
He
and
can't
weak.
like roll up his pants.
He's too weak to wear that heavy combat.
Oh, is it heavy?
Yeah, that's why your movement's -1.
Okay, well I guess that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah.
so Betty will do it too.
Give it to Betty. All right.
Betty.
So her,
Yeah. +2. It's combat.
yeah. So her defense will be 7/8, but then she has the second stat, which will be 6/7. So 7/8 when she's regular, and then 6/7 when she's crazed. She loses a defense when she goes crazed.
Oh, okay. 6.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll remember that. Okay.
So that's 2 combat armors.
As
right
you
there.
look around, you see more of those pods, and you also see some crates. Looks like they left in a hurry with that truck, because the crates, some of them are tumbled over, like they had
Okay,
to
check the
load it
crates.
up. Want to check the crates?
Yeah, Richard will.
All right, so you don't have to roll anything. We have to use our little item generator. We're going to roll 3 high-level items, and whatever they are is whatever it is.
Whenever it's like you specifically want high level, it never happens. But when you get something random, it doesn't matter.
Combat shield, cool. A sniper rifle, and another missile launcher. Well, you already have enough missile launchers.
Do I?
Charles has a missile launcher. Beverly has a missile launcher. Willis has a minigun and a light machine gun. I think he's got a lot of stuff.
I think he's fine.
Yeah.
Who else would be? You know,
Combat shield is a shield. It takes up one of your hands, but it gives you, I think, +2 melee defense. I think they're pretty good. Combat, yeah, it's +2 melee defense. So in melee, it's an additional +2. So like Richard carrying that, for example, he'd lose his +1 bonus for having 2 weapons, but then his melee defense would go from 7 to 9.
okay, yeah. Let's give it to him.
So you want him to have a shield to run out? He can always unequip it, remember?
Yeah.
So he's going to be shield and the chain blade, so when it jams, he'll
Not
have no
the
weapon.
not the chain blade.
You're not going to use a chain blade?
No.
Oh, come on, man.
Well, because look, if
It's-
it then he'll like have nothing, and then he'll have to spend an
melee
action
to pull out
his
another-
regular knife,
I
which
know,
he's
it's
gonna
just
use
so
anyway.
good. It's +1 melee and
It's not
+1
good.
strength.
It's not good.
You've
Every
fumbled.
single time,
You've
it's fumbled.
You fumbled so many times.
It's too many. It's failed.
Yeah.
Actually, wait. Betty can give him the other chain blade, and he can have 2 chain blades.
That way, when one fails, he can use the other.
There you go.
He could do that, but then he can't carry the shield.
Well, maybe Betty should have the shield.
Yeah, it's not so she'll be a combat medic.
Aye.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yes.
So she drop her pistol and have the shield
Why can't we like put the shield on the back of Kenny's back?
and count as an extra defense.
Yeah,
No.
that's the only thing that would work because he can't wield a weapon, but they could strap a shield on his back.
Yeah, that's armor, and he already has armor. He's got some. We already modified some dog armor. You don't have time to. Right now, there's only like a minute has passed.
I know because it feels like longer than.
Yeah, but only a minute's like passed because you're in a bit of a hurry.
Just
'Cause
a
you-
bit,
'cause You have
right?
an inkling that there's not enough pods there that have all your people, and there's a truck that just left.
Okay, so yeah, we'll figure out the shield as we're on our way. No, because you're gonna jump me into combat and won't be able to do anything. All right, so I'm gonna rest.
You're learning.
I'm gonna rest here.
You are gonna rest
No,
here.
I'm not because the truck's leaving. Frick! Okay, I can't rest.
Oh, you can let the truck get away. You
Okay, no.
You don't know that your people are on the truck.
I don't know that they're not either.
Exactly.
Okay, Richard's gonna equip the shield.
Okay.
Okay, and his regular blade. That's what he's got.
You're done with the
The
chain blade.
frickin'
Screw this
forget
relic
that-
that gives me +1 million, +1 strength. I'm just gonna use my regular small blade.
Charles is gonna check those pods.
Okay. Quick intelligence check. He's already. Yeah, okay, we're good. I was gonna say he's already seen them before, so I'll let you re-roll a fumble. Yeah, so they're easy to open, and you do find more of your people in them, and they're all just kind of waking up from stuff, so they're not really in any state to be interrogated at this point or to find out what's going on. But you do, as he opens them up, he realizes that there's more of your people. But it'll take him some time to get them all deactivated and people out, because there's like 10 of them there. But as he clears them all, he can see that they are your people. To get 10 of them open, you're probably looking at 5 to 10 minutes at least. Probably more like 15 to 20. I would let you make a roll to see how long it takes.
Nope.
But it's still gonna be minimum 10 minutes.
Okay.
Nope, fumble, a few hours.
Okay.
Now, while they're in their stasis though, one thing he does know is that they're safe. So you can always come back for them. And you clear
So how many did he do? Just one?
He just popped open one, saw the person inside, and then he was able to quickly look at the other ones and identify that he recognizes people inside of them.
Does he recognize anyone that would be good in combat?
No, you guys were the only good in combat ones. That's why you were sent away.
Oh.
Galen had arranged the ambush. He sent you guys away, so he gathered all the good warriors and the kid and sent them away.
Anyone that he knew and liked?
And that Galen knew and liked?
No, that Charles knew and liked.
Oh, that's right. You know what? Let's do a bit of a luck roll, because he's looking for his wife,
Yes.
right? So the wife may or may not be in there, and I had not predetermined that, so I will leave it to luck,
Okay.
which is your favorite thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
So Charles is going to make a luck roll. This is going to just be a simple D10. It's going to be a 50-50 chance. So 6 plus, his wife is in one of the pods.
Oh! 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 Oh!
Well, this is going to delay you. So Charles is going to be very compelled to stay behind and take care of his wife
Yes.
and not continue with you.
So,
Unless you all wait long enough and you bring the wife along to chasing the truck.
how heavy is the pod?
All the pods too heavy for you to lift.
Okay.
They're usually lifted by like a couple
she out?
mondos. He's opening it up, like he's basically opening up and getting her out, but it's going to take her probably about 10-15 minutes just to recover.
Just
from-
her?
Yeah.
Because I thought it was like all of them is 10-15 minutes.
No, to open the pods is fast.
Okay.
For them to all come out in recovery depends on how well he opened them, and that's the time that it would take.
Okay, so he's just focusing on her pod.
Yes. So she's fine. Like he's all in there. And
Okay.
he can get her. He can probably revive her in about 15-20 minutes.
Revive her.
Yeah. Well, she's in stasis, right? Like they're like in a sleep, like an induced coma kind of thing.
Okay, and he needs to do something with the pod
Yeah,
in order to revive her.
but he knows
and
how to
that'll
do it.
take 10 or 15 minutes?
Yeah. And plus the time, like that's combination of the time it takes him to open it up and time it takes her to just wake up and not be vomiting all over the place.
Okay, Richard comes over.
Found your wife?
Yes, I found my wife. Yes, I'm trying to revive her.
Bring her with us. We don't have time.
I can't. I need to do this properly, otherwise she may not recover well.
That is true.
We need to go to get the rest of our group.
Could leave him behind. Just want to make sure you know your options.
Can't leave him. No, we can't leave him.
Time's ticking. He's managed to start the car. Somebody else could try to drive it. He's already got it operational.
We need 2 cars. There were 2 cars there.
There's 3 there, actually. Everybody can fit in one.
I know,
With
but like,
Beverly carrying on the top, jumping on the top.
even the wife?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not, right? Just open the trunk. You can put Kenny back there. That'll make room for the wife. And Beverly will climb around to the top like you did before. Use the extra strength from the power armor to hold on.
Okay, so Beverly comes over.
If you're going to take the wife, it's going to take another 15 minutes. Right now, we're a minute into that 15 minutes. And the sound of the truck is now distant, almost to the point that you can't hear it anymore.
Okay, so
Almost feel like we should be in real time.
I know.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna switch over to real time.
No.
Everybody's standing around,
Okay,
not
all
sure
right.
what to do.
Beverly.
Some people are looting bodies. Some are kind of pulling stuff out of crates.
He
And
comes over.
Richard just feels this drive. He's like, this, that truck most likely has more of our people on it.
Okay,
Because you keep finding people along the trail.
Beverly goes up to Richard, and he says,
Slosh, slosh, slosh.
Dude, he's not leaving his wife. We gotta just go. He can start up his own car. He can come after us. He can follow the sound of our car. Fine. Move out. Charles, you stay behind. Like you had a choice.
Yeah, he's very preoccupied right now.
"Yeah, okay."
And you can see that he's emotionally, he's very emotional right now. He's clamoring, his hands are shaking,
Okay.
he's just trying to get everything in place.
Betty comes up and she says, "I'm gonna stay behind. I'm staying with him in case she needs me."
Ooh. Okay. So now two are behind.
Okay. It'll increase the chances of her survival, so that's good. If there's any medical attention that she ends up needing.
Yep.
Who knows? Everybody else is taking off then?
Yeah.
Who's driving?
Richard. I don't know who's the best driver. I'm like, yeah, Richard's driving.
Madeline has experience driving.
Okay. Then
She's done, as part of the caravan,
She has steady hands. Does that count? No,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
for shooting.
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
all right.
But she steps forward and she does have knowledge of driving. She's done it before.
Step aside.
She's worked for the caravanners for a long time, and sometimes they actually have vehicles they can drive.
I've seen this a time or two. Let me drive.
Yeah, she's not like super experienced with it, so you'll still have to pass tests if you want to do anything besides just driving. But she's probably your best bet out of everybody.
Richard goes up to her and says,
We go one speed. My speed.
Shotgun.
and then Beverly goes, "I'm ready." He's on the roof.
Slide. You see some liquid start to pour out of some of the little cracks in his shoes. It sprinkles onto the side of the car.
The kid's like, "Ew, that's gross."
As he tosses a fragment in his hand and hops in.
So everyone goes in.
And you drive off.
Is there any other last minute stuff that people pick up from bodies?
Well, if you want to take a bit of time, the one mutant at the top had a light machine gun, so there might be some ammo there.
Yes.
But you still have 13 ammo for that.
Yeah, but how many are expended in a round of
He
shooting?
can fire up to 3 per turn.
Yeah.
So that's more than 4 turns of shooting, and he barely uses it. And he has a minigun now.
All right, he doesn't need it.
I'm just saying, it'll take you more time.
How much?
How much ammo? You'd have to go up there
More
and find out.
time.
A couple more minutes. Because you have to get up there and search for his body and get the ammo.
Yeah, and there could be very little because I can get a bad roll. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You get how this
We're
works.
gonna go. We're gonna go.
And I'm trying to think, did anybody else have anything interesting weapon-wise?
Don't think so.
You had the lady.
Oh, what about the body of that wizard, the psychic guy?
There's nothing on him.
Cloaks or a special
There's
jewel?
a cloak, and
or-
he's got the staff, and interwoven in the staff is all sorts of little bones of various animals, but there's nothing of value in it.
What about in his head, in his brain?
His-
Could they scalp him and?
You want to take some time to crack open his brain and see what you find in his brain?
Nope.
Okay. You probably wouldn't find anything useful in his
All right.
brain.
Okay. All right.
He's a mutant psyker.
We are ready to go and
He
drive.
doesn't really. You can't steal that. You're not Silas or whatever his name is from Heroes.
Oh, right.
Is it Silas? Anyway, doesn't matter. So you get in the car and you drive, and you can kind of feel this.
Tyler.
Yeah, something like that. You can feel this energy, this anxiousness as you feel close. You've already found at least a dozen of your people, plus the few more that you found before. And you know that a bunch of them were killed, so you've already recovered, or at least found the whereabouts of about, a fifth of your people, maybe even upwards of a quarter. And so you're just feeling like you're making progress, but that one lady in the flying armor, she took off, and that truck is already gone too. And thankfully, there's only one major path out of here as you're driving, and so you just try to follow the direction that you know the truck went. But the problem is now you can't hear anything, and so the truck is pretty far off. And so we got to do a bit of navigation here to see how long it takes you to catch up to it. So as you're heading out, though, you hit some main roads, And some areas it's pretty obvious that the truck wouldn't have gone because like there's a turn off here, but it's, there's vehicles all piled up, so the truck couldn't have gone through there. So you're able to, for a little while, to go, now do you want to kind of push it and go faster? There's scattered cars all around, but she can drive relatively fast without any tests, or you can really try to book it, and you have to pass an intelligence test to make sure, or sorry, just a metal test to see how.
Just a metal test, 50-50 chance.
I don't know, you got more than that.
Metal 6.
Yes, you have to roll 4 or higher. So that's a 70% chance.
Oh, I guess that's true because it's out of 10.
Yeah. So it's up to you. You can go fast or you can go really fast.
Okay, she's gonna go fast.
Okay, so fast doesn't require a roll.
Richard says, go faster.
Yeah, he feels the. Is she going to try to go faster?
We're going at a safe speed right now. I don't want to possibly cry. Move it! Okay, she's gonna try.
4. As you're going along, all of a sudden she's like, "Oh crap!" and she swerves and just ricochets off a vehicle, and it ricochets off another vehicle. But whew, you're fine. And she's just going really fast. And as she's going really fast, you went so fast that actually up ahead you can see there's signs that are pointing to I-68. So you're heading towards whatever I-68 means, some pre-war code name or something. And up ahead you can see the highway is actually up, like it's like this long highway that's actually up on whatever you call it, like it's just up higher, like a bridge kind of thing. But it goes like an overpass. Thank you. That is the word I'm looking for. And you can see the truck on the overpass, and it's smoking, and it's not moving. So you can actually see it overturned. You can't hear anything obviously because you're driving really fast. And there is an entrance onto the overpass that goes up there that Madeline was able to take and head right up to the truck. But you're probably about 30 seconds away from it. But you do notice that it's overturned and smoking. And as you get closer, I want you to do a perception test for Richard to see how much he can spot from this distance. He crits, okay, in a good way. As he's looking, he can see gunfire. He can see the laser fire, just, and there's some sort of scuffle going on, and the truck is smoking because the engine appears to be on fire.
Stop the car.
Okay, she skids it to a stop.
Okay.
You're probably about a minute or two away on foot.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We get out. There's gunfire. We don't want them to see us coming. There's this distraction right now. They won't see us coming. Move.
Okay, so everybody gets out and starts running.
Yes.
Does Richard take off ahead of them? He's not that much faster than them, so he could tell them to slow down so he can get ahead, or he can just kind of all just run up there.
The Richard and the kid and Kenny go up first.
Okay, so everybody's kind of just lagging behind as they run forward.
They will ranger up.
All right, then go ahead and roll another perception check for Richard. As he gets closer, roll 5, so you pass it. He can see that there's people dressed like those bodyguards, like in combat armor, and firing laser rifles. And you can also see, standing on top of the overturned truck is that one woman that was wearing the flying armor, and she's firing down with her plasma rifle. It's not like this, with her plasma rifle. And you can see these huge worms, and you recognize them as Nash worms. All
from that factory?
Yeah, they're all crawling out of the vehicle and attacking the guys. And there's already a couple of the people who are down. And you can, as they get closer, you can hear screams from inside the back of the truck. It sounds like there's a lot of people inside of there, and you can hear screams as these Nash worms are working around.
Okay, he's gonna stealthily go up to the truck.
Okay. Well, you won't be able to get to the truck. There's commotion all around it as they're fighting these things, and it's swarming with Nash worms.
How close is Beverly to the fighting?
Well, he's only probably 20, 30 feet behind you.
Okay.
Essentially, if you just wanted to enter combat at this point, we'd hit our battle report, and they would get to ranger forward as everybody else is deployed.
Yes.
So you want to just jump right into combat and just charge headlong in? I'm not trying to discourage it. I'm just trying to define.
Before we do that, is there any other thing that can possibly...
That Richard notices?
Yes.
There's burnt out vehicles.
Any best possible entrance into...
There's only really one way to get there because it's on the overpass and you're coming up to it and it's just right ahead of that.
Is there a car that could be started and lit on fire and driven into the commotion?
It's a quick glance and your limited knowledge of vehicles, but even with your limited knowledge, they all look pretty rusty.
What about the car that we're in?
Yeah, you could drive it up and do what to it?
aim it at people that look like enemies?
They're all on like top of the truck and stuff.
Okay, never mind. All right, so we're just gonna ranger
I just
ahead. We're just gonna ranger ahead.
The scuffle is all around. If you try to get a vehicle in, your senses tell you that if it blew up near the truck, that you would possibly damage the truck.
Or the people inside.
And the people
or
inside.
Whatever.
Who knows even what's going on inside the truck? All you can hear is screaming and yelling and gunfire, and so it's a huge commotion. And you can hear the yell, you can hear the squeals of these gnash worms as
Okay,
they're
we're just
popping
gonna
up
go
and
ahead.
down. All right, so we're just going to run right into that.
Run right in.
Perfect. Okay, then we're going to switch over to the battle report, and we're going to find out.
We're gonna scavenge before we come here.
You want to scavenge for half a day? All right, go ahead. Choose 4 people to scavenge. So we're going to jump into the battle report, and we're going to find out. This is the finale. You're going to find out the fate of your people, based on all the extra time that you took scavenging, based on the timeline of everything that you did, getting to them, the amount of time that's passed since you left and getting there. All the things that you've decided up to this point will finally arrive at all the good and bad consequences of every action that you've taken and all the ones that you're about to take. Let's go there now. Link below for the battle report.